Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video. I'm working on a double page spread today for San Francisco. These are pictures from Grace Cathedral. And as you can see, I've got a full 4x8 on the left, and then I've got a standard 6x8 page on the right. I have only one pocket open, so it kind of makes it a little bit easier, hopefully, that I only have to find one card. And I'm not exactly sure how I want to embellish this. I have cross stickers. I have used them so much, I really don't want to use another one. Now, I know I bought a digital pack of different files of like ephemera pieces in it, elements they call them, and there were some crosses in there, so they're different than the sticker ones I've used, so that's good. Maybe there's something there. And then I know there was like some stained glass windows and stuff, and I'm not exactly sure like how that would work here. I do have stained glass, but like these are quite busy. I just don't want to overwhelm them. And actually looking at this, I realize like this is a side view and a close-up, but I don't like them right next to each other. So I think I'm going to move that over. Definitely like that better. Then the card will go there. And did I do journaling for this? It's on the other side here. That's just a picture. I gotta look at my preceding layouts to see, did I do journaling? Because maybe I'm going to need to do some there, and if that's the case, then I need a different kind of card. I pulled out what I have here. I have this whole set. This is a separate set. This isn't part of the other cathedral one I have, but it's all stained glass windows. These aren't quite the right colors. I'm already looking at this big one. Is it? Oh, it's too big. Why did I make it that big? Because I can resize these. I maybe was thinking like it was going to be a 3x8. Or 4x8 or something, because like that's too big. The colors are really good. I could reprint if I wanted to, print another one and downsize it a little bit, but kind of don't want to go through that trouble. But the rest of these I don't think are probably the right colors. I mean, that's not horrible, but there's a lot of greenery in it, which I don't really have. That one's not horrible either. Oh, what about this one? This one has a lot of blue. It's not bad. I mean, especially like when you move this over, like these look similar. It's not horrible. So I can maybe do that one, not these. Let's just put those over there. Okay. Then I have this stuff, which is from that digital set that's about cathedrals. Right off, like the stuff with the purple is not going to match because I don't have that in here. I have this thing, like a rose window. If I had the right color background, maybe. Nope, too dark. And there's a little bit of purple there. What else do I have? Here we go. Those are the crosses. This one's not bad. It's not that far off from this one. I like it better than this kind of fake sparkly one that's in there. So I have it. More purple, so that's not good. Black and white, that feels too stark to me. Kind of the same problem here. I really love this one. Like the shape is great when looking at all of this stuff. But do I want black and white? I don't think so. This is not the right color scheme. And then I have these. Now, obviously, like I could cut out the candles and the Bible here if I wanted to like move it around somewhere, but I don't even know that I want to bother doing that. So maybe this window, maybe this cross, but I have to figure out my card situation. I did find one other thing. I went to go look for cards, but then I saw this and I want it. It just says, "This is spectacular." And I think I want to put it over here. I don't know that it needs to be like centered, but it could be here maybe, but there's a lot of sort of darker space up here, so I think it would work well to have that on there. So that's good. At least I have that, but still need the card. I have two cards from my regular stash that I'm considering. I actually pulled out all of my blue, or most of my blue cards here, and these are ones I had also considered but quickly decided no on these, so you can kind of see those as well. These are the two I narrowed it down to. I love this one because of the lines. It actually has journaling space. That is what it is meant for. So I like that, which is a good option to have. But then I also like this one because of the darker blue. it really like makes the blue jump out at you. But then I have no lines. Not that I can't journal without lines. I like the lines, that's all. But then I was wondering, like, could I use this and cover that up somehow? Or should I use this and maybe just like put it in that corner instead, and then I could just journal around it? I kind of like that idea. I do have to journal though, because when I looked at my preceding layouts, nothing. I do have a little card in there, an insert that says Grace Cathedral, so you know what it is, but it doesn't say anything about it. So I have that. The other option is I could cut this and also do that in the corner. I'm kind of leaning towards this one just because I like the color. It kind of brings out the color in the ceiling a little bit more. I like the blue in the glass, but it's not super obtrusive. So I think I might do that. I just realized, no, then I've got white and white next to each other. What happens if I switch these back? Do I like it or not? It's not bad. For some reason, having these close to each other feels less distracting when this is there. I might go with this configuration. I like it. I did adhere that onto the card, so that is there. Now I'm going to do that phrase strip that I found, and then I have to figure out the position of where I want it. I think when these are all next to each other here, I do think I like it against that left edge, because then the two things with the most white space, this and the card, like they're at opposite sides of each other. So I do like that. And this one has some space on its ends, just some dead space there where it adds a little bit of the extra white. And then I can put a staple in there because I have the room on this side. So let's do that. There we go. How does that look? Pretty good. And that's probably all I will do with that one, just because there's a lot going on there and it's gorgeous. So I don't want to really mess with that. So then I have to figure out on this side, do I want anything else other than this? If I were going to do it, it would have to be like down here, because for a visual triangle, it would be at the bottom. I honestly don't even know what that would be. I'm not going to put a cross there. Just to have like a floating little Bible digital thing would be weird. So unless I could find like something that was a semicircle with a good saying on it, I don't know what else I would do. I looked through a bunch of my circular elements. You can see these are specifically travel related. These are more generic, but I have them. In there, I only found one thing that was kind of a decent color match. And it just says date. So, I mean, I could just write the date in there, enough to fill it, and then cut off the rest and save it. Now, I do also have some stickers, like circular stickers, and I thought about this one because it's gold, but there actually isn't a lot of gold here. It's here, but kind of muted, and I feel like just throwing this on there would be weird. Like, there's not enough of it to justify doing that. And I have some other circles in here, but like these have lines on them. I don't need that. These are just plain ones. So, I mean, I suppose maybe if I found a better color match. What about this one that I see right here? That's not perfect. It's closer to that dress. I mean, maybe I could and just stamp it or put a little star on there or something, since there's one there. Not happy with that color either. I don't know. I'm not convinced by any of that. If I were to do it, it would probably be this. But even if I didn't do it, I don't think it's bad necessarily, because the photos are gorgeous. So maybe what I'll do, maybe this is what I'll do. I'll do my journaling, fill in that space, and then I'll know what it looks like having that card filled. And then I'll know, like, do I need this or not? Or is just having that stuff enough? Okay, so here's the layout with journaling done on the card. And when I see it, I do feel like now it's top heavy with that writing. So I am going to take this, I will just put the date on, and I will attach it at the bottom. I have my date down there, so now I'm just going to put it right down here. Is that even? It's a little crooked. There we go, that's better. Okay. And as usual, if I have enough left over from what I cut off, if I have enough left to save it, I will. That's a pretty good size. I could use it for something, even if it's just like a visual element that I just tack onto a page, whatever. Sometimes that's all you need. So there we go, that's in there. Let's do the staple, and then this is what it's gonna look like. Let's see what I think of it when it's all together. If I were to leave it like that, come on, there we go. Am I satisfied with it? I think I am. I like it. Like, I don't need to go crazy with stuff on it. This, you know, these 3 things are just enough. So I think I'm gonna leave it. Here's another one done for San Francisco. Thanks for watching.